Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Super pumped to have you here. I'm especially pumped today because I am bringing you a Creature skateboard review. So, before we get into the review, let me show you some clips that I have gotten on this board. So, as stated, this is a Creature board, and this is 8.25 width with 32 length, and I was riding this with Ace 44 trucks. We had Spitfire wheels with Reds bearings, but I did switch out the wheels later on in the lifespan of this board, so it was skating on Force wheels for probably about the last quarter of its life, and we have Jessup grip tape on there. So, let's get into some pros and cons of this board. So, the first pro I want to mention is the shape. The concave is extremely steep. So if you've ridden an Alien Workshop or a girl board, it's similar to that. So it has a lot of concave to it. The nose is extremely large and it is squared off, so it's almost kind of like a shovel nose. And the tail is pretty big too, except it's just more pointy at the end. But this board kills it for transition and is especially good for flip tricks. You pretty much do an ollie and the thing heel flips itself. That's the kind of concave we're dealing with this board. Another pro I want to talk about is the strength. This has been the strongest board I have skated by far. And if you watch my channel a lot, you know I've skated a lot of boards and I swear by Revive, but my gosh, nothing was quite as strong as this Creature. So I skated this for about 3.5 weeks, which is a long time for me skating a skateboard. I was skating mostly park, but I did have this in the streets too. And this thing got slammed into walls, landed on wrong, chipped, and honestly, it's still in great shape, and you could honestly go out and have a session on this right now. And when I say chipped, it's a very small chip right there. Through the whole lifespan of this board, that's all the damage outside of having some slide marks on the nose, the body, and maybe a little bit on the tail. But other than that, this board is still strong, it is still poppy, and before you know, I'm not wasting boards. This is going to go to somebody who doesn't have a good skateboard right now. I'm going to hook it up and I'm going to give it away because this board is still in great shape. And that brings us into the next pro to this board, which was the pop. The pop was superb to say the least. Even near the end of its lifespan, I was still ollieing up onto higher ledges with no difficulty whatsoever. The pop, it held up. And there's no doubt that this board is still really good to go. And if all Creatures are like this, it is definitely one of the top brands. So the next thing I want to talk about a little bit is this does come out of NHS Fun Factory, which for those of you who don't know, is the same distribution that carries Santa Cruz, Rick DeWheels, Indy Trucks, Crux Trucks, and Bronson Bearings. And they are pretty much peak technology. Okay, so you've got the Everslicks, you've got the VX boards, which Creature has both of those. So you can get a Creature that's Everslick, which is even stronger. It has a layer of plastic on the bottom and slides even better, or the VX, which is just extremely strong. They really know what they're doing over there, and this board is a perfect example of just how strong they really are. So the last pro I want to mention is the team. And I know this doesn't relate to the board itself, but the team absolutely rips. But there is a side question I get asked a lot, and that is, are Creature boards made for transition because a lot of their team skates transition? Which, don't get me wrong, they absolutely kill it. But no, I had no problem skating street with this thing. In fact, it was a joy to skate street. The concave, like I said, the board flipped super well. It was really responsive, and the pop was extremely high. So those are all the pros I can name you about this Creature board. So what are the cons? Well, to be honest, the only con to really speak of is that this board is a little bit heavy. But with the strength that it has and the durability, I'm not surprised that it weighed a little bit more. On top of that, Ace trucks aren't the lightest trucks. They're not hollow or anything. So the setup was a little bit heavy, but really it was no problem. I got used to it really quick. So other than that, I really don't have any cons for this board. And if you watch a lot of reviews on my channel, I have a long list of cons for certain boards, but Creature really is that good. This board is that strong. So the next question is, would I recommend it to you? So when it comes to Creature, I can just about recommend it to anybody except for the people who do not like really steep concave. So if you like Blind a lot, if you like Toy Machine, or if you like Welcome, Creature might not be for you. But if you've skated Girls, Alien Workshops, boards along that line that have the steeper concave, and you see one at a park or a friend rides a Creature, definitely ask them to do some tricks on it and see what you think, because I think you're going to be extremely surprised about the poppiness and the responsiveness. Also, if you're at your local skate shop and you're picking up a new board, see if they have any Creatures and just stand on it and ask yourself, is this concave something that's right for me? Because if it is, I 100% recommend it. It's a super strong board. I cannot really say enough good things about Creature, as you guys are hearing. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. I can recommend it to just about anybody. If you like concave and you skate transition, if you like concave and you skate street, if you like concave and you just like more tech stuff, I recommend it to you. And it's even good for beginners, because I think it helps for beginners to skate on a board that has a lot of concave, because you might find flip tricks a lot easier. But anyways, that's my review for you guys. That's what I've noticed while skating my Creature board. As you can see, I cannot say enough good things about it. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please leave a like, please share, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And another thing, if you want to see any board reviews in the future, leave it in the comments down below what you want me to review. I've skated a whole different variety of boards, and I'd gladly review them for you guys if you want to see that. Or if I haven't skated the board and enough people comment the same thing, I'll definitely invest in it and buy the board, skate it, and review it for you guys. Anyways, I hope everyone's having an absolutely awesome day. Stay safe out there and keep skating.